Hi, I'm Lauren Denton, and I wanted to tell you a little bit today about my newest book I have coming out on June 2nd called The Summer House. This is the cover, and The Summer House is the story of two women, Rose Kerrigan and Lily Bishop. Lily is a young woman who essentially has to start her life over after her husband leaves her with nothing but a goodbye note propped up by the coffee pot. And she has to find a job and figure out her path forward. So she takes a job as the resident hairdresser in a small waterside active living community, retirement village, however you want to say that. And Rose Kerrigan is the owner of said village. She is a little cranky. She has sort of isolated herself, not physically, but emotionally and relationally from the people around her. And she has some hurdles in her past that she has been unable to overcome. So the story is about these two women and how they affect each other and how Lily's entrance into this community sort of starts to pull people together and change the way some of them think their futures could go. And I base the story, the setting, on the community that my grandparents lived in when I was growing up. They lived in a little place on the edge of Gulf Shores, Alabama, overlooking Bon Secour Bay, which is a real bay. I've created a fictional village, but I based it in this real place near Gulf Shores on Bon Secour Bay. They spent summers there for a while, and then they moved there, and my family came and visited there for many, many summers as I was growing up. And all of this time since I've become an adult, that place has stayed in my mind as this sort of secluded, quiet, peaceful little community that drew people of all ages from all walks of life to this little place by the water to spend time together. And as a young child, I thought everybody there was very old, but it was only because they were mostly the ages of my grandparents. And now with the wisdom of adulthood, I know that they were really only in their 50s or 60s, maybe 70s, but they were not as old as I thought they were. But that idea of really active, fun, engaging older people stayed with me. And I knew when I started writing stories that one day I wanted to write a story loosely based on this place that is still so big in my mind. And I also had the idea of writing a story about a woman starting her life over. And it took a long time, but I realized that those two stories could go together and be one story. So it became the young woman starting her life over at this community by the water, full of mostly, as I like to say, well-seasoned folks. So the village is called Safe Harbor Village, and Lily and Rose discover a lot about themselves during the course of this summer. So the book comes out June 2nd, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get this out into readers' hands, especially right now when life has just been a little bit chaotic for most of us, for everybody in different ways. I hope that this book can serve as a little bit of an escape and some entertainment and some encouragement for you as you go into this summer. So I hope you will pick it up. I hope it's available for pre-order now. And keep watching family fiction. It's a great resource for finding out about new books and new authors. And if you want to know more about me, my website is laurenkdenton.com. And if you go there, you can find all of my social media places where you can follow me there. And I'll be putting up a lot of information about this and perhaps a couple of giveaways and just some more information as the release comes closer. So I hope you'll grab it, and happy reading, and I hope everybody stays safe.